What's good, y'all? This is your boy Dream Big, back at it again with another video for you guys. You know, it's the amazing life of Chris. So if y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell so you know every time I get a new comment. So this week we're doing post notification shout outs. So shout out to y'all in the comments down below for hitting the video, hitting that comment section. Salute to y'all official Dream Squad. I see a lot of y'all on each video. Appreciate you, Marcus J, Tashana Nite, and all y'all. Just thank you for commenting and staying consistent. Y'all don't know that really helps with the YouTube algorithm. So appreciate y'all. So in today's video I got for y'all, we're gonna talk about being in Seattle. You know, if y'all don't know, I've been in Seattle now. It's been about four months I've been in Seattle. Really Olympia, capital of Washington right now. And if y'all don't know me, I'm originally from Brooklyn. I moved here from Dallas. Long story short, so I lived in Brooklyn, I lived in Atlanta, I lived in Dallas, and now I'm in Washington. So if y'all don't know, I'm used to the big city life. I'm used to the fast life. So y'all thought Texas was slow, man. Seattle, it's a whole different story. Let's just start off with the pros. I'm gonna start off good for y'all. So the pros would definitely be, you know, there's a lot of, you could do a lot of like hiking, you know, mountain climbing. I think in the winter time, I haven't been in here during the winter, so I heard it doesn't snow too much on this part of Washington. I heard it snows a little more on the Spokane part, but that's yet to be found. So, you know, like I said, you can do a lot of hiking, camping. A lot of people go camping out here in the woods and the mountains. There's a lot of water life, so you go swimming at the lake. People will have like to go tubing, floaties. They have kayaking. So a lot of people do kayaking, canoeing. There's a lot of parks. It's so green outside. It's just beautiful. You know, you have Mount Rainier, so there's a lot of national parks here, and you know, mountains. So I think that's another plus. Just looking at the scenery out here in Washington, it's very beautiful. I think this is probably one of the most beautiful cities I've lived in thus far. So popular belief is that Seattle really rains a lot, and you know, so far I got here in April, so far I will have to say it hasn't rained much, especially now that it's summer. It really hasn't even rained at all, and the temperature has been like in the 80s, the high 80s, sometimes even close to 90s. So I would say 2 thumbs up on that, because I thought it would be a lot of gray skies and a lot of rain, and it hasn't been too much of that so far. So 2 thumbs up. A few other pros here. I would have to say the food. Mexican food is great. Probably some of the best Mexican food I've ever had, even better than the food in Texas. So I definitely enjoy the few restaurants. You know, you got Aliberto's, you know, Mayans restaurant. Like, the food is really good. You also got the burgers. You also got burgers like restaurants like Hop and Drop. You got Egan's and a couple different restaurants. So those are thumbs up as well. I also like the fact that you have support for minority causes. So like a lot of Black Lives Matter marches here and shutting down riots, things like that. I feel like it's a very liberal state, and you know, people support the minorities and they understand the message that's going on. And you know, it's a lot of Caucasians and different races just going out there and really supporting the cause. So I really like that. All right, some additional pros that I forgot to mention. I definitely want to mention there's casinos in Washington. The casinos in Washington, if you like gambling, I know my wife goes pretty much at least once a month, and she's won at least a couple $1,000, like probably maybe like $2,000 altogether. I think one night she probably made like $1,200. So a lot of the Indian tribes, I assume, used to live out in Washington or still do, and they have a lot of Indian, Native American owned casinos out here, and they're pretty good. I think that's a good place to go. You know, with COVID, you can't really go there, you know, and drink as much and stuff. But I think they still serve you drinks and stuff. You just gotta wear your face mask, of course. So you have that out here. That's really dope. And another thing is the Bikini baristas. At the coffee shops, there's a lot of small coffee shops, and I think those are pretty cool and different. I've never seen that. And you know, the girls dress up in their bikinis. You know, it's different. It's different. So yeah, that's my pros. So some of the cons of living in Washington, I would definitely say, you know, in the winter, you know, you're gonna get the cold weather. It's gonna be gray, and you're gonna have the rain. Rains a lot, so we'll see how it is in the fall and winter, because I'm not looking forward to that. Another big thing for me and the family is probably the lack of diversity, as in the lack of culture, lack of, you know, African American presence. Now there are some communities in Seattle, definitely not where I am. I'm in Olympia, but in Seattle there's a lot more African Americans, and then like Auburn and things like that. And you know, there's a Martin Luther King Boulevard, so you know, that's enough said. So I don't really like that. You don't really see when you see us walking down the street, but hey brother, what's going on brother? What's going on sister? So you know, you gotta get that little head nod when you see us. But con just for me is this is a personal one, just being away from friends and family. You know, being on the West Coast, I'm originally from the East Coast, so a lot of my family is still in New York and things like that, and Atlanta. So just being so far away from family kind of makes it a little bad, especially if you have a family here, 2 kids. So that's going to be a con personally for me. It may not be for you, but that's for me. Traffic. You know, traffic on I-5, it gets kind of hectic during like during the rush hour hours. So I definitely think that's a con. Of course, I don't think it's going to be as bad as in Atlanta or New York or Cali, but it is pretty bad, and it's not many back roads here. So definitely a big con. And the last con, I would say personally, there is a lot of homeless people out here in Washington. I think just because there's a lot of national parks, most people, since there's so much outdoor life, people like to go fishing. People like live in their tents. I think it's kind of an easier an environment for homeless people to live, just because, a lot of people, there's a lot of outdoor things to do, and I think you can pretty much survive. You can literally survive out here in your tent, most likely, because if you like going fishing, maybe if you have if you're homeless and you at least have a boat, you could probably utilize that a lot. If you haven't liked this video yet, go ahead and like this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit that post notification bell. And let me know if y'all have any questions. Are you looking to move down to Seattle, Washington, Tacoma, Olympia? Let's discuss it. If y'all have more questions about it, something I didn't answer or I didn't mention, please let me know. There are one thing I want to say, if you're interested in eating African food or Caribbean food, they don't have much of that. I could recommend 2 restaurants that I really enjoy. So I enjoy the Caribbean food, so I drive a whole hour, guys. I drive a whole hour to go eat at Taste of Caribbean in Washington. Their food is so good. And so let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. Put it down in the comment section. Make sure you like this video, hit that post notification, and your boy Chris is out.